Does he?
A 6'1" senior, number 5, Vinny DeLuca. At guard, a 5'9" sophomore, number 14, Cade Wozni. And at guard, a 6'4" senior, number 24, Gavin Pierce. The Lakers assistant coaches are Mike Gidley, Steve Ray, and Dane Sean. The head coach of the Prior Lake Lakers is John Miller.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. This is Pat Dorsey once again here. Dan Hoke is with me on the call. And Dan, we've got Eagan Seniors Night tonight versus Prior Lake.
A lot of emotion running high in the gym with senior night. That happens in every gym across the Midwest in basketball season, and teams are fired up, and the seniors want to make a statement.
And Kevin McKenzie here, he's doing kind of a cool thing. We've got 5 seniors, and who do you suppose are starting tonight? We got Sam Hall, who we don't call his name a whole lot, but he's been kind of a glue guy for the team throughout the year, getting his first start here as a varsity player, and he's very, very excited about that. Austin Kazan, of course, we called his name for the last 3 years. Austin Carruthers, another senior, and again, here's Jack Madden also as another senior. So all 5 seniors are taking the starting spotlight tonight. Emmanuel Schmitter, our 1,000-point scorer, 700 rebound guy, and we'll see how this goes. It's an emotional situation. They haven't played together probably on the same floor probably since 7th or 8th grade, Dan, which is pretty cool. I really like that, having 5 guys and 5 starters here for seniors.
Lots of smiles, and here we go. Now it's game time. You turn from all that emotion of senior night, and we got to the jump ball just right around the corner.
And it takes a lot of courage for Kevin to do this, Coach McKenzie, of course, because Prior Lake coming in here, they're no slouch. They're a good basketball team. They're about 500, but they have 6'7", 6'7", 6'7", 6'5" on the roster. 2 of the 6'7" kids are on the floor right now, and then a 6'7" kid comes off the bench. Beckman comes off the bench for Prior Lake. As we get the tip off, Prior Lake controls the front court. Number 14, Wozni, gets the basketball off to the left side. Pierce inside now 23. Sam Hall's going to get the reach-in foul on the double down.
You mentioned number 14. He happens to be a 10th grader, a sophomore starting for Prior Lake.
He's not the 6'5" kid. He's actually 5'9", but he's out there probably going to run the point out there for the Prior Lake Lakers. First free throw, number 23. That's Offery, 6'7", senior out of Prior Lake. He's one of their leading scorers and also one of their leading rebounders. 45 with the rebound there, but lost the ball. McCullough, he's their other 6'7" kid down low.
Oh, he's got a bit of a limp running down the court.
Yeah, he hit the floor hard. I don't know if he twisted something or if he got a little Charlie horse or what have you. Good ball reversal here. Inside cut, looking for Madden. Nothing there. Tipped around. Picked up by Offery. Quickly ahead, Prior Lake, left hand, layup reverse. Number 5, that's DeLuca. 6'1" senior guard for Prior Lake. Here's Austin Carruthers over there on the left side. Back cut for Schmitter, nothing there. Hand off, back to Schmitter. 25-footer. Hits for 3, Manuel Schmitter. 3-3 here in the early goings. Prior Lake now with the ball. Ofori, number 23, he's their main star. He's their leading rebounder, leading scorer. He can be inside and outside from 3 and inside for posting up. Little 1-2-2 zone defense here by Eagan. Kind of an inside-out look, no good. Rebound, Emmanuel Schmitter. Having a smaller lineup with Eagan against the taller Prior Lake, they're looking to get that zone. There's Sammy Hall for three, the senior. We love it.
That crowd goes wild.
Attaboy, Sammy. Way to knock it down. And the crowd is all over it. Got the face shield over there in the pit. But unfortunately, number 24, Gavin Pierce, will answer. He's a senior also for Prior Lake. Left hand, Sam Hall gets his three-pointer over there. The pit is calling him for pull a trigger again on that, man.
Yep.
That's pretty fun. Jack Madden, backdoor, Austin Carruthers, nothing there. Almost had a look. Back down in the short corner, Madden. Defended well, backdoor cut. There's Emmanuel Schmitter off the glass and good. Nice backdoor cut. I think he might have gotten a screen by Carruthers possibly. Layup missed by Wozni, but followed up by McCullough.
Yeah, he set a nice screen and then got the rebound off of the layup.
I think that sophomore had heard footsteps of Emmanuel Schmitter.
I think so.
Kind of in the back pocket there.
Missed a wide open layup, but his teammate saved him with the rebound and the putback.
Austin Carruthers, baseline penetration off the glass, reverse layup and good. Oscar Kazan, I think I said Austin Carruthers, but that was Oscar. 10-8 here. Back to that zone by Eagan. Calling out a play as Prior Lake looks at that high-low down to the post, and Ofori gets the ball from McCullough, and he's going to draw the foul again. That's the second time he's got the ball down low, and we've had to give the foul.
That was an excellent high to low offensive play. Teammates.
You can do that when you got 2 6'7" kids. You can pass over that zone.
Say, Pat, tonight we'll have a chance to recognize our sponsors that supported Eagan basketball throughout the year. Our platinum sponsors that I want to recognize and sponsor the free throw. Escape With Us Vacations, Twin Cities Orthopedics, the Urgency Room, and Chick-fil-A. Thank you for your sponsorships for this season.
Before he makes one of two, Eagan finds itself with a 1-point lead here with just 14.5 minutes to go. Still guard-to-guard pass there by Schmitter and Kazan. A little down screen by Madden. Nearly had a three-pointer there by Oscar. Defended well. Backdoor cut. Carruthers working against McCullough. Nice dish off. Finding the slashing Oscar Kazan. Cutting through the lane for two.
Nice play.
Eagan's trying to get a little trapping out of that zone, and we got to kick the ball there on Carruthers.
And we have substitutes coming in.
That's nice minutes there by Sam Hall. Hits the three. Jack Madden had a couple of nice passes there to give some points to the Eagan side. Now Eagan's back to that man-to-man zone now. Got Emmanuel Schmitter guarding Ofori down low. In trouble now, number 30, that's Mortensen. 13's in the ball game, lay line now for Prior Lake. Austin Carruthers down low, working inside. Got the pass there by Mortensen, still in trouble, and Carruthers comes out of it. Looks ahead, finds Jack Hansen, and things will slow down with Max Busley over on that left side. Austin Carruthers cuts through, nearly had an open seam. Here's Schmitter from about 17, rims around, rebound, Galuka. Here comes quickly ahead is Galuka. Post feed into Ofori, that's pretty easy, and a foul. He's drawing 3 fouls down low, Dan. We got to do something about that.
He's pretty much set up camp wherever he's wanted, and having position is really the key to making any successful move down there. And so far, he is right where he wants to be. So I think the way you're going to stop that is you're going to have to get your body in front of that spot long before he makes his move down there. So some anticipation and screening him off of his favorite spot's got to be the next move for Eagan's defense.
Before he makes the free throw, completes the three-point play. Yeah, before he's averaging about 16 points a game, so he's definitely their star, and we got to make sure that things come difficult for him.
Yeah, you got to make him a little bit uncomfortable by not letting him set up where he likes to be.
That first foul that he drew on Sam Hall, that was actually pretty good defense. Sam just reached in and grabbed him, but having that dig down from that guard is pretty good. Austin Carruthers, nice ball reversal, skip pass. Austin sets his feet and gets the three-pointer, 15-12 Eagan.
We have Eagan back to man-to-man.
Carruthers guarding DeLuca out there, tipped around, no trouble. Kraus on the baseline runner versus Jack Hansen denied. Quick outlet, here's Schmitter, here comes Eagan. Liam Madigan now into the ball game. Along with Max Busley, backdoor cut, and who's it gonna stay with? It's gonna stay with last touch by number 30, Mortensen. From our vantage point, Dan, I don't know if Prior Lake has exaggerated a little bit on their height, or are they as tall as they are? Because I got 6'7", 6'7", 6'5" on the floor right now. I don't know if they're that much bigger than Jack Hansen, are they?
Number 23, Ofori, looks every bit of 6'7".
Yeah.
I'll give him that.
Here's Schmitter from about 17. They'll find it.
But as far as the others on the court, I'm not sure they what kind of tape measure they were using.
Yeah, here's Ofori down low, and we got a late whistle and another foul. It's going to go on Jack Hansen. That'll be his second.
That's 4 team fouls for Eagan so far.
And drawn all by Ofori. Oh, it's on Carruthers. I actually didn't think Austin was anywhere near that play. I knew Schmitter was. I knew Hansen was. I didn't see Carruthers. But anyway, he must have reached in.
Pat, this free throw is sponsored by our gold sponsors. Again, thank you to them for funding several activities for our basketball team. And it starts with John Mulkern with Ballpark Realty, Eagan Arms Pub, Eagan Traveling Basketball, and Steve Madden, Morgan Stanley.
Very good. Makes 1 of 2 once again. So he's shooting about 50% from those free throws there.
Well, that could be a hack-a-shack strategy at the end.
Maybe. Here's Busley here on the right side, working against number 13. That's Leyline. Good pressure defense there. Got Schmitter from the corner, rim short, no good. DeLuca with the rebound. Coach is saying push this ball up the court. Nice down low pass. Ofori, little jump hook from about 10 feet, and that's good. Nice transition offense there by Prior Lake. Number 13, Leyline, got the ball up pretty quick and found Ofori in the paint.
He's got 8 points up to a quick start.
Schmitter working against Mortensen, rims around, he finds the basket. Lost the ball just for a second, but picked it back up and scored the bucket.
And Schmitter's on the board with 9 points already.
Yeah, their best and our best is definitely getting in the scoring columns. Mortensen working hard down low, picked up by Schmitter. And we'll slow things down. Charlie Burke now in the game for Eagan. Number 30. Pass it around, backdoor cut.
Oh, nice play.
Max Busley, late whistle and a foul on number 13, Leyline. And Max will go to the free throw line with 1 to try and complete the 3-point play.
Nice play. And this free throw is sponsored by more of our gold sponsors. Thank you for your sponsorships this year to enable the boys basketball program. Ole Hughes Insurance Agency, Tradition Mortgage, Valbridge Property Advisors.
Jack Hansen set that up. He had a great back screen for Max to open him up, and Max was able to cut through the lane, and a great pass there to get him the ball.
For our basketball fans out there, they know that those screens and spacing are the key to getting the right ankles, get to the hoop.
For sure. Got Trevor Searing into the game now, taking taking over for Jack Hansen down low. Number 2, that's Kraus, kicks it out to Mort. That's not Mort, that's Pierce for three-point play on that left wing. Good play by Pierce, finding that bucket.
Pierce is a 6'4" senior.
Yeah, they're tall, Dan. I didn't realize that when we were playing them at Prior Lake. First time these guys met, Eagan beat Prior Lake by 8. And if I remember, it was a pretty tight game the whole way. Inside play, rims around, another late whistle. They're working it down low pretty much. I don't remember the point of emphasis the first game, Dan, that they went down low. They do have the size advantage. I think they were working the perimeter a lot at Prior Lake, and their point of emphasis right now is getting down low.
Seems like a good strategy. They've got Eagan with 5 fouls on the board, and they're getting some good shots.
Yep, and they're getting to the line, and McCullough scores the basket. He gets the 1 free throw, stepped over the line, and we're going to go no call. I was hoping that whistle was going to make it. I saw that he stepped over, but the late whistle said nothing doing. So McCullough waved that one off. 22-20 Wildcats. 9.5 minutes here to go in the first half. Austin Kazan in there. Charlie Burke. Trevor Searing. Looks like we got a little zone here against Prior Lake. Madigan on that, working that high post. Looking to backside screen for Busley. Get him a couple of shots here. Good patience here by Eagan. Kind of want to work that middle, lazy pass across, stolen by 24 Pierce. Good decision on slowing things down by Prior Lake, but we turn it over. Kraus on a little telegraphed baseline pass. Busley from deep, no good. Long rebound picked up by Kraus. And here comes Prior Lake, 24, inside to McCullough. Working around, here's the sophomore now, like you mentioned, number 14, Wozni. And now 30, Mortensen, back to Wozni, he'll reset. Working against Kazan, gets a little ball screen. Looking high-low there, Searing is fronting the post in there. They want to do a lob to McCullough. Defended well. What prevents that, Dan, is ball pressure.
We have a timeout.
So you want to front the post like Trevor's doing, but that's an easy lob pass if we do not have ball pressure, and so that's what prevented that last possession.
So say a little bit more for our fans about what ball pressure means. I think you're describing the defensive guy on the passer.
So when the offensive guy has the ball, we want to have tight pressure to make that pass difficult to see. Hands are active, and it's just trying to make it hard for the passer.
Yeah, because it's somewhat of a touch pass. You got to be somewhat precise if you're going over the top, right?
Yeah, and if I'd remember these plays, these high lows, those passes have been a little bit easier, from that kind of middle free throw lane. When we were in our zone, a guy would sneak in there, and then it was a quick little dump down, and we didn't have ball pressure on the passer, so it made it a lot easier.
Yeah, you have strong perimeter pressure. It certainly makes that inside pass more difficult.
Yeah. And there's two things with it. Number one, it makes the pass difficult, but it also makes the vision more difficult because you're worried about the guy that's in front of you rather than looking at what you need to do.
Yeah, and in the game, there's really a limited window of opportunity to make that pass, a second or two. And if you don't have pressure, you can drop it right in.
Yeah.
And then if you do have pressure, the opportunity may be gone. So we'll see if Eagan extends that pressure on the passer. Makes that harder to...
Afori going hard to the middle, rims around, hard off the glass, no good. Kazan with the rebound. Good defense there on the help side. They're on Afori, deep three again. Quick shot by Schmitter. Rebound there by Pierce.
That was from Dakota Hills Middle School.
I think it was. Never met a shot he didn't like, I think. Backdoor cut, and we got a charge. Searing once again.
Guess who?
Mr. Searing. He is Mr. Charge.
He's got to be leading the state.
Yeah, I don't know what that record or if that is a thing that the state high school, tracks, but I would agree. I've coached for many, many years. I've never seen a kid take that many charges in a season. It's a tough guy. It's a tough guy mentality.
He has a knack for being in the right place, too.
I played with a guy that took a lot of charges in high school, and we kind of teased him that he was just too slow to get out of the way. But I don't think that's the case with Searing. I think he anticipates the drive and sticks his nose in there. Three-pointer, Oscar Kazan, no good. Nice transition offense, just missed the shot. Oscar Kazan, Dan, has made 47% of his three-pointers this year.
Yeah, that's quite amazing.
Statistically, that's remarkable.
For our viewers out there, that's number 3 in the blue jerseys. Keep an eye on him for the three-pointers.
Just missed his last one, which means he'll make his next one, right? If my math is right.
If you don't jinx him.
Nobody told me I had to do math tonight, but anyway, here's Carruthers, rims in and out, no good. All right, we're on a little bit of a drought here, Eagan, but it's nice that our defense is stepping up too, getting stopped at the same time. 6.5 to go, 22-20. Eagan's led the whole way so far. Jack Kruger in the lane, stolen away. Jack Hansen racing ahead is Carruthers, but Jack Hansen thought better of it. Here's Kazan, baseline penetration, finds Carruthers in the corner, and that's money. Nice find by Oscar Kazan, finding Carruthers in that deep corner. And he hits 3, 25-20. He's 0-4, high-low. Rims around McCullough. That was pretty good balance there by McCullough. I thought he was a little off balance, but he gathered himself right before he shot it.
Big guy, nice hands, catch that, soft, back up.
That was a great catch, wasn't it? That's a good point, Dan. It wasn't an easy catch. Here's Jack Kruger, but offensive rebound is Emmanuel Schmitter. Thought he might have gotten fouled there on the rebound as he was kind of going over the top of a guy.
He sure got up there on that rebound. He was up near the rim.
Man-to-man defense here. Left hand wild layup, no good. Chasing ahead is Carruthers and couldn't find it. Just a tough angle. If Emmanuel was a little bit wider, or if Carruthers would have been a little bit wider, that would have been an easier pass, but they were just kind of straight down each other's line. And
looks like Eagan's now applying some full court pressure.
It's like a little zone press here. They'll probably want to trap right around half court. Here comes Carruthers
right
with the
there.
trap. Good trap here, nearly tipped off, and it's going to stay with Prior Lake. They had a really good trap there. Kind of baited him into that. I think Coach McKenzie was offering a little of assistance there for the referee, just in case he didn't see it quite accurately. But Ofori,
he's on the board with
gets
11.
a quick catch and shoot three-pointer, so he can do things inside and he can do things outside. He's a good player. He's got about 7 rebounds a game too, Dan.
Yeah, number 23, Prior Lake. Keep an eye on him.
Here's Schmitter, finds Jack Kruger in the corner, passes up the shot. Nice ball reversal. Here's Oscar Kazan. Here's Kruger from the corner, and that'll find bucket.
Boy, the games we've called this year, that corner over there has been money.
They love that left corner, don't they? Busley has made a million of them over there. Carruthers has made a bunch. Kruger now shot 2 over there. He's 1 for 2 from that corner. Charlie Burke has made a million over there. Stolen away here by Eagan. Slows down, no numbers there. Good decision there, Oscar Kazan. Inside pass, little high for Jack Hansen, and Busley will substitute for Jack. But good minutes for Jack. Hit a bucket there in the corner. Good defense by Kruger, junior guard. Just under 4 minutes to go here in halftime. 30-25. Eagan has led the whole way. Little wheel on the outside. Defended well by Eagan. Here's number 30, Mortensen. Good ball reversal. Deep 3 by Pierce. Rims short. No good. And Kazan with the deep rebound. Here's Busley. Baseline penetration. Carruthers Finds Busley in that corner, gets it out of there. Here's Kazan from 3, rims around. Felt like his body wasn't quite balanced for that one. Long off the rim. Now he's going to make his next 2.
That's right. You are doing math.
Yes. Here we go, 3 minutes to go here. Afori guarded by Manuel. Their best against our best. Finds the high post, number 30, Mortensen. And they'll reset here with Wozni. Slowing down the pace. Eagan in a 1-2-2 zone. Looks like they're matching up now, man-to-man. DeLuca there going against Schmitter. Down low has got a little mismatch double team there. Afori, but shoots over the top of
You know what they did there,
Jansen.
Pat? Looked to me like they worked the ball around, watched for some switches. When they got the matchup they wanted, their big guy against one of our little guys, they went right to it and got it to him with the inside position.
They didn't waste much time. They did get a switch and had Oscar Kazan guarding him down low. Jack Hansen did come over to help, but just a little too late. He already established his position. Long 3 by Carruthers, no good, and we got a push on the floor. That's going to be a foul on Prior Lake. I think Jack Hansen drew that foul on number
23.
24, 23. That's on Mortensen. Pierce, I'm sorry, that's on Pierce. Searing and Madigan back in for Eagan. Busley, Schmitter, and Carruthers on the floor for Eagan, and down low underneath. Searing, handoff here. The Carruthers stolen away, still loose, and from behind we got Austin Carruthers with a foul in the backcourt. McCullough coming in for Eagan, or for Prior Lake.
I'd expect to see some more high-low between number 23 and number 45.
Yeah, they've been working
big
that.
guys.
They've been working it. We haven't had an answer to that yet.
So
It's like we're faking a zone right now. Looks like we're man-to-man, but we're acting like we're in a zone.
a little bit of disguise.
A little disguise, which I like. I like that. Kind of makes the kids think to start their zone offense, and then it takes a little bit of time. We got a minute and a half to go here in the half. Here's McCullough here on the right wing. Back door, we got DeLuca denied over on that right side. Baseline penetration, working against Searing. Fadeaway jumper, rims around, no good. Good box out by Emmanuel Schmitter. Kicks it ahead to Madigan. Finds Busley as the trailer and finds the bucket. Great transition. Very under control, was it not? Started with a great box out by Schmitter. Great outlet pass. And then Madigan just kind of calmly hit the trailer, Busley, and he knocks it down. Baseline pass. Nearly turned over, last touch by Searing, he says. Searing gave a slight opinion on that may have been a different perspective. 33-27, Eagan's led the whole way here. But this has been about the biggest lead, 6 points. It's been 5 or 6 most of the way, Dan, huh?
Yeah, this is the biggest lead so far, 6 points. Less than a minute to play.
So we got Kraus there leading it. I wonder if they're looking for their last shot. McCullough's not on the floor right now. That was just kind of a quick one. Is he in foul trouble? I wonder if he's in foul trouble. I'm surprised he's not in here with that high-low that they do pretty well with the two bigs.
Yeah, I do not believe he's in foul trouble, and I don't know why they took him out unless they're going to run the clock and maybe call a timeout here.
Well, they're definitely got 5 guys on the perimeter just kind of draining that clock. 20 seconds to go.
The head coach over here on the sidelines is yelling out instructions for them to run their last play, 12 seconds.
Here's DeLuca getting a high post up top. Afore finds Wozni, baseline, Kraus, and a block shot by Liam. We got numbers. Oh, he almost had a breakout by Emmanuel Schmitter to end the half with a slam dunk. That would have been fun, but Prior Lake got his hands just on the last second there to defend that. But Liam Madigan takes a nice shot away from Pierce after they drained about a minute to go in that half.
Somewhat of a risky block attempt. A lot of times you could pick up a foul on that and end up giving him 3 free throws.
Yep.
So it was a very tactically good block to not foul him.
Well, he definitely kept his hands high, and he didn't try and make the spectacular block. And sometimes when kids make the spectacular block, that's when they get the foul. So we're 9:45 away. Eagan leads 33-27 at halftime. We will be back in about 5 minutes.
My name's Austin Carruthers. I'm number 10, and I'm a shooting guard, small forward.
Emmanuel, I'm number 13, and I play point guard and wing.
My name's Oscar Kazan. I play point guard, and my number is 3.
My name is Sam Hall. I'm number 0, and I play point guard.
My name is Jack Madden. I'm a shooting guard / small forward, and my number is 12.
My dad got me into it, just playing outside and on the little Tykes hoops in the driveway.
I've always just loved to be active and to play sports, and basketball is one of the ones I've always been best at.
To be honest, I don't even know what got me into it. I guess dribbled and fell in love with it.
My favorite memory on the court was my junior year. I hit a game winner against Minneapolis South.
When I went to Peach Jam in Atlanta, and I had my best game, I think it was in game 3, and I had 15.
8th grade year, I hit a couple half-court shots, and then against Montemita in 8th grade, I hit 2 buzzer beaters to send us to overtime and win the game.
My favorite memory off the court is all of the activities we do, like we're going bowling or watching movies together. Just a great group of guys that have created a lot of memories over the years.
Going the pasta feeds and spending time with the teammates. I like some of our friends' house and all that.
Off the court, I've really just enjoyed like our team dinners and get-togethers, just spending time with the guys outside of basketball.
It's really important not just to work on your skills, but also be in the weight room.
Just give it all you got. I mean, at the end of the day, you get one chance to play the game, so give it all you got and, play the best you can.
Just enjoy the time while it lasts because it goes by really fast.
My name is Belle Eiton. I'm number 42 and I play a forward. My name is Caitlin Matzik. I'm number 33 and I play forward.
My name is Maddie. My number is 3 and I'm a forward.
Maybe my sophomore year beating Eastview because they had been like a powerhouse team and some of my AAU teammates were on that team, so it was really nice, just like beating them for the first time in a while. Last year when we won our first section game, it was the first sections game, like a program that we've won in like 10 or so years. That was really fun, especially to experience it with the teammates that I had at that point.
Last year, one of our seniors, Lily Fandre, scored her 1,000th point, and that was really fun. And our whole team like rushed the court, and we had signs and everything, so that was fun.
The best thing about playing basketball is the people that come along with it. I've met a lot of people who are now my friends, but it's also given me the opportunity to play for a lot of great coaches and a lot of people that I really look up to. Honestly, like bonding with your teammates, I think it's a super great experience to meet people, to practice leadership, and to just become more of a team player, kind of getting to like act in a way you really can't, like when you're outside of sports. Like you can be aggressive and you can be loud and like you can just really let everything that you're feeling out and like work hard for something. Just have confidence in yourself, play to your strengths, and at the same time be a good teammate and lift up your friends, because like I said before, they're the people who are at your side.
You play with confidence and like encourage yourself and know that like you have a lot of potential and just believe in yourself, like be your biggest supporter.
There are a lot of things that are going to happen along the way, a lot of struggles that you're going to have, and you're not always going to love it. But I think the key part there is to just try and remember why you were playing, because you loved it, and play for that kid who started playing because they loved it.
I do have a dog. Her name is Maya. She's a super energetic boxer. But at the fire station, we have Sparky. Sparky's used for our fire prevention events. He'll teach you how to stay safe. Thanks, Sparky.
How do wildfires start?
Wildfires normally start when the weather's hot and dry. Wildfires can start for various reasons. Some of them are natural, like a lightning strike. Sometimes in Eagan, we have wildfires start from trains causing a spark and hitting dry grass. Unfortunately, most of the time wildfires are caused by humans, and that's from leaving a campfire improperly attended or from somebody throwing something out of the car window. Some of the stuff we use to put out wildfire are our brush truck, our brush brooms, and our brush water packs that we can actually carry around into deep areas and spray the wildfires and put them out.
All right, welcome back here, the second half here. Eagan's finding themselves with a nice lead here, 33-27. Dan, they've led the whole way. This is Pat Dorsey with Dan Hoke here calling the game on seniors night, Dan. It was nice of Kevin McKenzie to give the nod to all 5 seniors, Sam Hull, Jack Madden, Austin Carruthers, Emmanuel Schmitter, and Oscar Kazan. 3 seniors that have really done a nice job this year. Dan, this is the first time in 10 years that Eagan has a winning record. They're guaranteed, with whatever happens the rest of the season, they're guaranteed a over 500 record. That doesn't happen for 10 years, Dan.
Wow, that's terrific for Coach McKenzie, and credit to these boys for rallying around and having themselves a winning season.
And then hopefully, you know, the younger classmen now recognize that this is what we do here at Eagan. We have winning seasons, and we have home playoff games. We'll host at least one playoff game in the sections in a couple of weeks. And right now, speaking of that, if the season would end today, Eastview at 17-6 would be the number 1 seed. Eagan at 14-9, they would be the number 2 seed. Eagan would host Hastings, who is 6-18. They would host here at Eagan. Burnsville is looking at the 4 seed at 9-13. However, Rosemount and Burnsville still play, and Rosemount is sitting at 7-16. So that could, you know, flip-flop. Bloomington Jefferson's hanging around. They've got this superstar player. I don't know if you're familiar with Freitag over at Bloomington Jefferson, but he's a Division I, one of the top players in the state. They're only sitting at 11-11, but they're at the 3 seed. And then we got, of course, Apple Valley, you know, around 2-21. They'll be on that number 8 seed going up to Eastview. But that's kind of what it looks like. The only thing that really will jostle possibly is Rosemount might bump ahead of Park High School. They're 8-13. Rosemount might get a little respect on their strength of schedule because they got to play Lakeville North, who's they're a state championship contending team. They got to play them twice. They got to play Eastview twice. They got to play some really good teams twice, whereas Park High School doesn't have the conference that is as strong as us. So they might catapult over those 3 spots. So I think the only thing that'll be juggling would be the 4, 5, and 6, and who knows how that plays out here next week with the 2 games. It'll be fun to watch that Rosemount and Burnsville game, though, see how that kind of shakes it out. That'll see what happens.
Yeah. For our listeners, we have one more week in the season with 2 games. Pat is referencing 2 conference games next week to wrap up the conference season.
Yeah, we got, here's Busley in that corner, no good. Nice, great rebound, powers it up, no call there, thought he was gonna get a foul. Kazan, though, will chase down the ball for the long rebound. Good offensive rebound, Emmanuel Schmitter. Slows things down, here's Kazan. Looking at the shot, high-low pass there. Rims on the back iron, no good. DeLuca with the rebound, Prior Lake. And as we go down the road next week, we got both two games on the road for Eagan. At Rosemount and then again at Farmington. 2 victories, but both are capable of taking us down as well on the road. Whatever happens, I don't think it changes our 2 seed. I think we're pretty far ahead of Bloomington Jefferson, and that would be tough for them to pass us, even if we drop 2 on the road next week.
Those games are a Tuesday night and a Friday night.
Tuesday night, Friday night. Let's lace them up. Let's go. Still 33-27 here in the second half.
Pat, in that first half, I didn't really feel like either team went on much of a run. It was sort of back and forth. Pretty steady. What's your take?
We were kind of talking about that at halftime, Dan, where it didn't feel like a very electric game necessarily, and then when you made that point, it's like it's just kind of been back and forth, and it gets really electric when one team goes on a 6-0 or a 7-0, 10-0 run, and then the other team answers with it. That's when it kind of gets the crowd fired up. Sam Hall, of course, hitting the 3-pointer early in the game. That got our crowd going as the senior hit that big left-handed shot. Here's Carruthers, baseline penetration over McCullough, bucket. Nice left-hand layup there by Austin Carruthers, 35-27. This is where it might get interesting if Eagan take this first run of the second half. But Pierce.
He didn't agree with that.
He didn't agree. He said, nope, we're going to slow this run down right now. It's going to be a 5-point lead.
Put those 3 in the books for Prior Lake.
Here's Busley there on the skip pass. Rims around, no good. Great rebound, Afori. Good box out, had Jack Hansen on his hip.
Back to a 5-point game. We were on the verge of a run.
We were on the verge of a run, but Pierce said, nope, we're going to stop that. Here's DeLuca on the right side over Carruthers. Getting some backside help. Here's McCullough and Afori down there working the 2 bigs. Ball screen by McCullough. Down low, working against Carruthers. We got to double down on him, and we come across with Schmitter, which he does, and we get the easy deflection. Here's Schmitter. Cross court, here's Kazan. Rims around, no good. As soon as I said that he was a 45% or 47% three-point shooter, he's missed 3. Got a foul on the floor.
Yeah. And as you mentioned earlier, you didn't plan to do math, but I can tell you that's not 47%.
Yeah, 0 for 3 is not 47%.
Austin Carruthers, number 10, it's his third first-team foul in the second half on the Wildcats.
We have 3 fouls on Austin Carruthers, number 10, coming out to take a little bit of a break with those 3 fouls.
Yeah, he picked up a reach foul right there on the penetration, unfortunately.
Number 13, Joey Cross, number 2. Luca Mortensen, number 3.
Down low pass, stolen away by Searing. Where is the ball? Loose ball picked up by
what a play.
Mortensen.
Turnover to steal to another.
We had our hands on that steal. But could not secure, and Mortensen picks up an easy bucket. Looks like a 2-3 zone, inside out pass to Busley for 3 on that left side, right side. If you can get that ball to the high post middle, you got a lot of options. You can look down low to your other big, or you can look opposite for an open three-pointer, because a lot of people collapse on that.
I believe that's 3 3-pointers tonight for Busley. Number 11.
Got 9 points up there. Yep, you're right.
He can get hot.
Sitting that high-low pass, backside is Busley. It's not going to be a bucket, but on the floor. A little late on that help side. They're making sure that that's not a bucket. That would have been a very continuation if they would have counted that one. On those lob passes from the wing, that backside guy, they got to be really hungry about getting that steal. And Trevor, unfortunately, was just a little bit late on that one. Picks up the foul. Corner quick 3, 13. Lay line rims around, no good. Searing with a good rebound. Madigan, he's going to challenge a little bit. Finds Oscar Kazan short, no good. Rebound Kraus, and here comes Prior Lake. Got a little up and down here now action. Lay line will slow things down. Looking down low, stolen away. Picked
nice
up
play
by Madigan.
Excellent defense by Madigan. Anticipated that pass, worked his way around.
Kind of baited into that pass. He was kind of pretending like he was being sealed, but he wasn't really. You know, Morton, or was it a four? He didn't have the contact on him. And Madigan answers with a three-pointer.
How many times do you see that defense leads to great offense? I think I heard that from the Coach Dorsey once.
Madigan gets the steal and then gets the three-pointer at the same time.
Hey, I think we've got our first run of the game.
Got the first run and our biggest lead, 41-32, with just under 13 minutes to go.
All right, this gives me a chance to recognize some more of our sponsors this year. Adiamo's Restaurant, Junior's Cafe and Grill, and Nautical Bowls, all silver sponsors. Thank you for sponsoring the Eagan Wildcats this season.
This is a conference game, Dan. Prior Lake coming in here at 11-12, and Eagan, of course, is 14-9. And you know, with a victory here for Eagan, that'll put them at 15-9, and kind of right there with Lakeville South, with probably fourth in the conference behind Lakeville North, Eastview, and Shakopee.
What a tough conference, too.
It's a good conference.
Good ball games every week. Tough competition in this conference.
Good players. You know, every team's got a star, you know, at least one.
All right. Looks like we've got our first 9-point lead of the game. We had a run, which led to Eagan's lead, and Prior Lake called timeout. Let's talk it over. What do you think they talked about, Pat?
Well, a lot of times that timeout is just to kind of disrupt the flow and set up a play, because you really need a bucket right here. Sam Hull back in the game. Madden, the two seniors, back in the court. Madigan and Searing, two juniors on the court with three seniors. Good ball reversal and a three-pointer, and there's your answer. Gavin Pierce with three.
He wanted the foul after that, too.
He definitely got bumped a little bit, but not enough to get a foul.
Looks like the timeout worked for him.
Here's Schmitter from left corner, and he answers with a three.
That's 14 points for Emmanuel Schmitter, number 13.
He's having a great game. Here's a 4-8 down low. Maddox looks at double teaming, batted around, no good. Mortensen working on Searing, heavy off the rim, and Emmanuel Schmitter gets that board, and here comes Eagan. Still up by 9. Madigan just hit a three-pointer just minutes ago. Here's Schmitter. Sam Hull makes a nice cut to the basket. Didn't find him. Madigan wanted to go baseline, but cut off by a Forey. Baseline pass there. Searing kicks it around. What are we doing here? Here's Madden for three, high off the glass, no good, but Madigan with an offensive rebound. He'll go to line for shooting 2.
Well, I can't think of a better week for this sponsor to be recognized with all the cold weather and the big snow. Thanks to Maria and the Escape Artists at Escape With Us Vacations, advising Eagan and the broader Twin Cities on their travel plans for years. Reach out to Maria to plan your 2023 spring break.
You and Meg gonna pony up for that and head down south?
We need to talk to Maria.
That's right.
Also want to recognize Twin Cities Orthopedics. TCO is trusted by some of the biggest names in sports. They even have the training house, powered by TCO, a sports performance and recovery facility. It's right here at Vikings Lakes in Eagan. Thank you for your sponsorship.
Liam Madigan makes both those free throws. That'll get it up to an 11-point lead. Little soft pressure, looking to trap over half court. Prior Lake walked right into it last time. They're going to walk right into it a second time, but DeLuca finds DeLuca there to get rid of it. Rims around over the top. Tipped off, last touch by Jack Hansen. That'll stay with Lakers.
Hey, Pat, why is that such a terrible spot to bring the ball up the court, right over half court and stick in the corner there? You know, the defense is guarding you there. What's the danger there?
Well, you got 2 extra defenders. You got the sideline and the back court line, and so you can't go to the sideline anymore. You can't go backwards anymore. It's just a danger zone. So you really are putting yourself against 4 defenders if you count the 2 lines.
Boy, and Eagan just suckered him right into that corner.
They did that twice, and so that tells me that they weren't anticipating that. Jack Hansen cutting to the rim, denied by number 30. That's Mortensen. Got a piece of it, I think. DeLuca challenging Schmitter. Wild shot, no good. Jack Hansen rebounds, and we'll slow things down. Osberg is on.
Now into a double-digit lead, 11-point game. So we are seeing slow separation.
Here's Schmitter, left-hand dribble going against McCullough. Kicks it back out. Jack Madden to the rim for 2. Nice to get that senior on the board as well.
Yeah, good for him.
Nice aggressive take. And he's going to get in the books for a foul as well.
It's in the books on both ends.
So nice baseline penetration by number 2, Krause, and Jack Madden unfortunately got the body and the foul. Joey Krause is going to get a bucket and 1 foul, or 1 free throw.
Pat, I'd like to recognize 2 more of the Platinum sponsors this year. The Urgency Room, thanks again for their sponsorship. They're located off of Lone Oak in Lexington. Help you get the care you need now. They're on call right over there. Check the wait time on the app. And Chick-fil-A, a favorite, over off of Yankee Doodle. They sponsor the halftime prizes. They equip the concession stand, and they've given all the boys some free sandwiches this year. So thanks to Chick-fil-A.
Krause misses that free throw. Here's Kazan. We'll finally hit one. He's been getting hungry for those threes, and he does finally gets the bottom of the net here. Ofori quickly ahead down low. Dribbles around, working against Madigan. Rims around, battled around. Hansen picks up the loose ball. And we'll slow things down.
Well, that shot was falling for him in the first half, so I wonder if defense picked up, or maybe he's tired because that didn't go as easily for him as it looked in the first half.
Charlie Burke got himself a little too far under the bucket. Did a little plant pivot. Still missed a shot, but a pretty good offensive play there. Yeah, he was triple teamed as soon as he caught the ball. I think that's making it a little bit tougher. Nice little give and go and backdoor cut there by McCullough on that backside and challenging Jack Hansen.
You can foul Jack Hansen, number 40, his second.
So Jack Hansen will pick up his foul. That'll be his second. McCullough will go to the free throw line.
So you have a story, anything that reminds you about playing Prior Lake in your years of coaching high school varsity sports?
So Prior Lake and Edina, when I coached at Edina, Prior Lake was in our section. And so we'd play them once in a while. And My one particular year that's coming to mind is that we were a very good free throw shooting team. In fact, I think we're probably in the top 5 still to this day as a record for as far as team free throw percentage. We shot like 76% from the free throw line that year. And we were playing Prior Lake, and we were 38 for 40 from free throw line. And
in the game?
Yeah, and during the game, I didn't even really think we were making free throws because our guys would make free throws, and it didn't seem like that big of a deal. But we were 38 for 40. But after the game, this is where the story gets a little bit dicey, is that we were walking out of the locker room as a team, and we're kind of walking towards the bus, and a parent from Prior Lake jumps out at me, grabs me in the chest like he's going to fight me, and he tells me, "You're not going to score 38 free throws next time we play you." And he's got his hand around my jacket. And this guy was unstable, to say the least, at that moment anyway.
You had impressed upon him a lot of free throws.
And I didn't exactly know what to say. So the only thing I could say is, well, I hope not, because I'd like you to play defense so we can play some basketball. and then my guys then got kind of the way, and then it broke up, and then we just got on the bus and went home. But
big dunk for number 23.
I thought that was kind of a funny remembering story. It's like all of a sudden this dude's getting in my grill for making 38 out of 40 free throws.
It's a lot of free throws.
It was a lot of free throws, a lot of fouls. But anyway, we ended up playing them in the sections and beat them also. So it also turned into a good story.
All right, well, big dunk there.
Big dunk, 51-42. We still got the lead.
Ofori brings it home, but Coach McKenzie, he said, let's stop that momentum, and calls a timeout, regroup.
Got to settle some people down and go from there.
Let me acknowledge another sponsor, Olhuse Insurance Agency, Rhonda and Dean. No strangers. They are part of Eagan basketball with their son and participation in the Booster Club for several years. Consider Olhuse Insurance Agency for your life, home, and business insurance needs, including your car, which I say car because Rhonda and Dean have helped us with auto insurance for our family. Please give them some consideration. Olhuse Insurance Agency.
All right, we are back. Let's see how Eagan responds after that steal and dunk by Ofori. Cutting the lead to 9 now. 8:15 to go. Little soft pressure here by Prior Lake. Kazan and Schmitter working around, trying to get the ball down low, tipped around. That's going to be picked off by 13 Leyline, rims around, no good, followed up by Lean. Another lazy pass on the cross court. And we're in trouble here in the middle.
Gotta get a timeout.
Gotta get rid of the ball. Don't hold the ball, fellas.
Well, they came out of it, so then they regrouped. Here we go.
Oh, Charlie Burke slips, picks up the ball. Kazan nearly stolen, now it is.
Pierce with the steal.
Here's Pierce. A little bit in disarray here, Dan. Good box out, but Ofori gets the rebound, and he's going to go to the line for a foul.
I wonder if our home viewers can feel the momentum shift.
That dunk definitely did it. And then a couple of lazy passes in their trap that caused little problems for us, and now all of a sudden it's a 5-point game looking to make it 4.
And Pat, as a coach, sometimes you can create your own energy too. You think that's what they were trying to do with that half-court trap? You think they're trying to create some up-tempo and force some uncomfortable passes? What are they doing there?
Yeah, they were just doing a lot of ball pressure and a lot of energy and getting after the ball. It starts with number 22. Lean, as you can kind of see, he's just kind of attacking. He's in that passing lane. And now another tip pass by Busley.
They're on a 7-point run. They had 11. Eagan had 11-point lead, and now it's down to 4. Prior Lake on 7-point run.
Here's a 3-on-2, and Busley or Carruthers picks up the shot, rims around before he. Carruthers is a great shooter, but that's one of those shots where, you know, we've given up a run. Do we really need a quick shot with no offensive rebounds?
Not a great way to stop the run.
Maybe.
Risky. A little risky. If you don't make it, they catch it and they're right back.
Yeah, because you don't have, it's in transition, so you don't have an offensive rebounder on that backside, and it's got to go in, you know, and that's one of those things. In the meanwhile, Leyline picks up a layup and a free throw, and now we're down to a 1-point game, just like that, Dan. 11 points, still one.
Nice underhanded layup for the, looks like he's the sophomore.
Yep. Yeah, he played in that JV game that I remember. Another lazy pass cross court. Here's Max Busley. Now that one was blocked, last touched by number 2, Krause.
Before he got way up on that shot.
Yeah. And that was a better shot over there because you're in your offense and you had backside rebounders. So if you do miss, you have an opportunity. Little backdoor cut, rims around, no good. But the foul on Jamison Lean, and that'll send Jack Hansen to the free throw line, and that's a good way to stop the run.
Second team foul on the Lakers. Jack Hansen will shoot 2.
Jack's first one up is good. He'll get a second. Be interesting what zone if coach wants to go with a zone. I thought they've been pretty effective with their full court press as well. Eagan.
Yeah, looks like they're back to man-to-man now.
Man right now. Maybe that missed free throw kind of changes that plan. Afori in the corner. Lay line, rims around, high-low, stolen away by Jack Hansen, and last touch batted off of number 22, Lean. That was a good play by Schmitter. He's going out of bounds on Jack Hansen, and Schmitter just tipped it off for Lean's knees.
Yeah, it was a good play.
Here comes, there they broke it pretty well.
Schmitter
Schmitter on their right side. Now they're man-to-man. They're going 1-2-2, dropping man-to-man. Here's Carruthers.
Wide
Busley.
open.
Here we go. Rims around. Hansen with offensive rebound. Back door. Contact. We got a late whistle and a block. That was the right call. Prior Lake doesn't love it because the whistle was so late, but he was definitely sliding in. It was one of those fouls where sometimes the referees wait on that because if it's a made basket, maybe he doesn't call the foul, and if it's a missed basket, the contact is what made him miss. And so, coach is not happy about it, but I think it's just because it was a late whistle. Dan, what do you think?
Yeah, I think the other thing that gets everybody excited these days is we've got that half circle.
I hate it.
Yeah, and it sort of gives a proxy for where people are on the court for defense, and so everybody becomes a judge because they try and decide was that defensive player inside or outside that circle, and that was sort of close.
That was pretty close, and it was nowhere near a charge, even if he was outside of the circle. But anyway, Carruthers misses the 2 free throws, and we get a steal, and we give it right away. Little traffic pass.
Back and forth, a little ping pong here. One side, back to the other side.
Carruthers is frustrated with himself here.
Well, this has turned into a ball game. We
definitely
had Eagan creeped out slowly to an 11-point lead, and it looked like it was going to be all over. Sort of a start the bus kind of situation. And then we got a slam dunk and some ball pressure, some turnovers, and Prior Lake is back in it.
Back in it with 2-point deficit here. Eagan is still led the whole way, 5.5 minutes to go. Jack Hansen fronting Afori down low. Gets that ball screen. Now they switch off. Madigan down low on him. Still Afori really wanting that ball in that high-low. Nice backside help by Schmitter. Takes that away. Here's Leyline. Zone defense here by Eagan. Madigan, I'm still watching that matchup down low. Madigan reaches around. Here comes Manuel Schmitter on that backside help. Perfect defense. Good job by Madigan fronting Ofori, and then great help side on that back end on Schmitter. Quick three by Schmitter. Fakes over to Busley. Everybody leaves him. He knocks down the three. Back to a 5-point game here, Eagan. Here's DeLuca on the right side. Penetrates baseline.
Schmitter.
Cut off by the help side. Ofori working down baseline. Rims around, no good. Busley with the rebound. Missed an easy one there, Dan.
He sure did, and the whole Prior Lake crowd all groaned. They wanted that one.
And there's a hand check there on DeLuca as Madigan goes to the baseline. I was thinking Madigan was going to launch that three, you know, and how many times do you see a missed layup answered with a three-pointer on that other end? That's just heartbreaking. But anyway, we got the foul, and Madigan will throw the ball inbounds here. Got Hansen, reverses it. Here's Busley looking to get that screen by Hansen. Had a little seam in that middle lane, but he chooses to bring it back out, set up the offense. Schmitter looking for a ball screen by Hansen. And he's going all the way to the rim in traffic, and we're going to get a late whistle again. Ofori challenged the high-rising Emmanuel Schmitter. Goes with the left hand strong, contact definitely, and that'll get him the foul, 57-50. I think the foul actually is on Vinny DeLuca, number 5, but Ofori was up high too, wasn't he?
Yeah, boy, Ofori was way up there challenging it. I didn't actually see DeLuca down below, but he must have swarmed, I guess, underneath the shot somehow, maybe some body.
Maybe some body, maybe a little reach, but yeah, there was definitely traffic. Schmitter here looking to make it an 8-point game. Hard off the glass, no good, and number 2, Kraus gets the rebound. And here's a lay line bringing it over the timeline. DeLuca now gets a ball screen to Ofori. Trevor Searing into the ball game. Lay line for 3, and that's a bucket. We'll get a quick timeout. It's just under 4 minutes to go.
Low line is good. Prior Lake takes
That's a big 3.
That was a big 3.
for the Lakers.
Got a 1-minute timeout.
I thought he traveled, to be honest with you.
Yeah, he sort of shuffled as he set himself up. Yeah. But it's good. Put it in the books.
It's only traveling if they call it.
That's right. Thanks to Tom and Tradition Mortgage for sponsoring the program this year. If you're looking for a new home and need a mortgage, check out the team at Tradition Mortgage. And another sponsor of Albridge Property Advisors. Thank you for your sponsorship. Please consider Albridge Property Advisors.
So that'll cut things to a 4-point game, Dan. Just under 4 minutes to go. This is going to go down to the wire. This full court press caused some problems for Eagan here moments ago. Had an 11-point lead with about 6 minutes to go. That was about 3 minutes ago, was it not, Dan? Or was it a little bit longer than that?
That's about right. I think things are moving fast now, though.
Oscar Kazan in trouble here. We got a timeout before the 10-second count. Not looking to the middle. We want to get the ball to the middle and then make a quick pass to a flashing middle guy, and then he'll turn and face the rim and then get it to the outside, and good things will happen.
I'm a little bit surprised by that because Eagan has done an excellent job handling pressure pretty much all season.
I would agree.
And the last couple times here, they're tripping up. However, this timeout gives me another opportunity to recognize Ansari's Mediterranean Grill and Lounge, Rami Kormat, the Coldwell Banker Realtor, Minnesota School of Basketball, Dunn Brothers Coffee, Minnesota Magic, and Trail Stop Tavern. Thank you for your sponsorship this year, our silver sponsors.
Very good. Sideline out of bounds here for Eagan. The defensive pressure definitely has ramped up here in the last 5 minutes for Prior Lake, and it's got him back into this game. Kazan working against the lay line.
There's the trap.
Trap right there. Got away with a travel, I thought. Stuttered his
Prior Lake bench was all over
that too. Finds Schmitter, now rips it around to Madigan, now Kazan again.
So Pat, there's no shot clock here, so Eagan can hold the ball as long as they want. What do you think they're going to do?
They're going to run their offense, and if they can get an open shot, they'll take it. I don't think they want to take a contested or a challenge shot. But here comes Emmanuel Schmitter. He's going to draw the foul. Not a free throw yet. Got one more for that. It's a 16 foul. Just 3 minutes to go here. Still up by 4. This is a big possession. Jack Hansen coming in.
Jack Hansen, number 40, back in for the Wildcats.
Number 30, Mortensen, picks up that foul, and that's his second foul. Next free throw, both teams in the bonus here. Nice screen there by Jack Hansen, gets the ball into Emmanuel Schmitter. Leyland's doing a nice job defensively out there for the sophomore.
Turnover,
Gets rid of the ball. Here comes Ofori working against Busley.
2-point game.
2-point game here with 3 minutes to go.
Boy, we've really had some good games this year.
Very tight games. We got a foul, and Jack Hansen will go to the free throw line, or it will be Liam Madigan, I guess. Yeah, you and I have called some tight ones, haven't we?
Foul, Gavin Pierce, number 24, his second 17th foul on the Lakers.
Both teams now in the bonus. I don't know if our home viewers can see the number of fouls, so I'll read it out to them. There's 17 fouls, 7 on Eagan and 7 on Prior Lake, so both teams are in the bonus.
Now we've missed a few free throws here in the second half, Dan. Liam Madigan puts a shutdown on that. These are 2 big free throws.
He sure looked confident on that.
Yes, he did. And these one-on-ones, that first free throw is so important because if you miss that, it's basically a turnover. Second one up is also good, 59-55. Here comes Leyline crossing the timeline, calling out some play. Working around, that's Pierce. Back to Leyline. Guarded double team there down low. Find DeLuca inside, nice cross-court extra pass, interior passing by DeLuca. Beautiful pass.
Nice play by them. Prior Lake had a nice
Mortensen finishes that up. We got a trap here again. We got another timeout by Eagan. Here again, you know, when we were having success trapping Prior Lake was dribbling the ball right across half court, right on the sideline. That's what we're doing.
It's really amazing
that's not where we want to do.
For this part of the season to see these young men falling prey right at it's called trap. It's called a trap for a reason.
Yeah, and it's one of those things where, you know, you can say that the offense is making the mistake, but the defense is really doing a nice job of forcing it. For that is the only play for them to do, and that's probably more of the answer, is that the defense is denying that middle pass, denying that reversal, denying everything else, and just only going there.
Yeah, that's a really good point. I'd have to imagine the defenses have really learned how to play better and applying the trap.
Just applying it and creating the angles and denying what you need to deny.
All right, what do you think is going to happen here, Pat? You got yourself a 2-point game, 2 minutes left. We got Eagan has the ball out of bounds. Are they going to work the clock, or are they going to attack?
I think they'll work the clock and take what the defense gives them. If they get an open 3, they'll take it. If they get a layup, they'll take it. I don't see them hitting a mid-range jumper. I think they'll get a foul if before that. But you got to have Emmanuel Schmitter touching the ball. Got to have Oscar Kazan touching the ball. And then Liam Madigan and Busley will be beneficiaries of open shots with the attention that Schmitter gets. Good denial by Leyline once again on Kazan. Baseline penetration. Here's Madigan. Thought about the 3, but I think that was probably a good decision. Just work a little bit more clock. Under 2 minutes to go now. Here's Kazan.
I think I hear the Prior Lake coach saying,
that was not a travel. And here comes Kazan, and he's going to go to the free throw line, and he'll shoot a 1 and a 1.
Yeah,
Madigan looked like he was passing the ball to himself. That would not have surprised me if they would have called that a travel.
Yeah, the Prior Lake coach just prior to that was shouting instructions for his team to extend their defense. And then there was that little bobble on the Prior Lake bench, got all excited. They thought they were going to get a turnover there, either by the loose ball or the traveling call, but they got neither.
They got neither. We got a foul, and Oscar Kazan's going to the free throw line. He'll make the first. These are two big ones. Liam Madigan knocked down 2. Oscar's got 1. He'll get a second. 3-point lead here. Under 2 minutes to go. Second one up is also good. That a boy Oscar and Liam way to knock down the pressure free throws. Here comes Prior Lake now, down 4. A Forey in the high post. It'd be nice if we stay him 30 feet away from the basket, wouldn't it?
But now he's down on the low post.
Lay line for another 3. Lay line. He's hit about 3 or 4 in the second half as
he does. He's got 9 points. I think they're all 3-pointers. That's big for a sophomore.
Backcourt pass. Here comes Jack Hansen. Rims around, no good. Gets his own rebound. And we get a reach-in foul on number 5, DeLuca. That was a nice press break. And another thing is, what is the offense looking at? If they're only dialed into one guy, then the defense can defend that. But if they're looking, deep where Jack Hansen wasn't being guarded, and then Oscar Kazan found him, or Emmanuel, either Oscar or Emmanuel made that long 40-foot pass and found Jack Hansen. He's going to line, rims around, no good though, front end.
That's tough because now you're at a possession.
61-60.
Prior Lake could take the lead.
For the first time in the game. 1 minute to go. Now the decision would be, are they going to run the clock to get the last shot? I think that's a long time for them to do that. Plus you don't have the lead. Here comes a Forey. Rims around, no good. Loose ball, and Kazan picks it up. Here's Busley. Finds Madigan.
Wide open.
One more pass. And we got, oh my goodness, and what we got a whistle. That's gonna be a timeout. Just undecisive. Did he want an alley-oop it? Did he want to just pass it? Instead, he did neither. Gave a soft pass, and now it's under a minute to go, and it's Prior Lake's game.
What a turn of events. So you come down here, and we had O'Forey miss that shot, right?
Forey missed a bunny inside.
And the crowd, Prior Lake,
foul.
Exasperated. They can't believe they missed. They're screaming for a foul. It goes the other way, and Egan's all excited.
Yeah, we broke it
easy. And then the pass and the turnover, and the Eagan fans all put their heads in their hands, and the Prior Lake fans get all excited again.
I think it's called high school basketball, right, Dan? So, very fun action. But we're on the defensive side once again, 61-60. Wildcat lead by 1. Austin Carruthers in the game for Jack Hansen. We got a smaller lineup in there right now, Dan. It'll be interesting how we defend a Forey down low if that's what they decide to do.
Well, you and I talked about this situation in games this year where you're down by 1. What are you thinking as the Prior Lake coach? Are you going to try and get a shot with what? How many seconds left?
I think Prior Lake, you're losing, so you gotta do the best you can to score to get the lead, and then you can kind of figure it out right there. So they got the whole distance. They're not, to me, unless they have to, and Eagan does a great job defensively, and it just happens to run the clock out. But no, Prior Lake wants to get a shot as quickly as efficiently as they can. They're not going to hold it. Here comes Leyline, has had the hot pony here shooting. Going down low on Emmanuel Schmidl, double teamed by Busley, working around Schmitter, and he makes the basket over Schmitter.
Prior Lake with the first lead of the game.
First lead of the game with 25 seconds to go. See how Eagan responds. Down low pass is Madigan. Busley. Now we got a timeout on the baseline with 16 and a half seconds. We got the big man back in, McCullough, for Prior Lake.
And Eagan matches that by putting Hansen back in the game.
And Hansen's coming back in.
Wow, the crowd is real anxious here. You got Prior Lake is all excited now with the 1-point lead, and you have the Eagan fans all on the other side watching and wondering what they're going to do to get back in the lead.
And we're homers, right? I mean, we're rooting for the Blue right now, right? And
I think maybe the fans have figured that out.
Yeah, so we're kind of hoping for the bucket here for Blue, but Jack Hansen is not going to be the first option in this play, whatever Kevin McKenzie's drawing up. But boy, I hope he gets the offensive rebound and the putback for the W, just to redeem himself. I know that he's really feeling bad on that turnover.
He also might be the key to setting a good screen to get somebody open.
And that's what his job is going to be. And they're going to look at Schmitter. Little backdoor cut. Hansen's got the ball, working against the Forey. 13 seconds. Busley cutting around, rims around, back iron, no good. A Forey with the defensive rebound, and he's immediately fouled. Great defense there by Prior Lake, denying Emmanuel Schmitter that whole time. That was all a Forey, not allowing Emmanuel Schmitter to get free. Any free space on that. 7.5 minutes to go.
Well, this is a 1-and-1, so you got I don't know what Ofori's free throw percentage is, but I do remember him missing some early in the first half.
He was like 3 for 7, if I remember, in the first half. So this is not a guarantee that it's going to be a make.
And each team has one timeout.
We've got a lot of time. 7.5 seconds is a lot of time to get the ball down the court. First one up. And he knocks it down. That's a 2-point lead now for Prior Lake. He'll get a second one. Good box outs down low, rims around, an offensive rebound. And we couldn't corral it. Prior Lake gets that rebound.
The Prior Lake crowd goes crazy.
Oh my goodness. You don't see a rebound that hard off the back iron.
Oh, he really clanked that.
Oh my goodness, and that was benefit for them, and that allowed DeLuca to get that rebound, and now he's going to go to the line shooting 2. 1-and-1, I'm sorry. First one is good, and that brings it to a 3-point game. If he makes this one, start the bus, Dan, huh?
That'd be tough. That's for sure.
So still a chance here. Luca's got to miss this one to give Eagan a little bit of a chance. Second one up. Rims out. Here we go. 6 seconds. And it's blue ball. 5 seconds. We still got time. And we're going to run a little play here. I see Eagan trying to get the ball in the middle and kind of streak guys down the sideline, see if we can't get a quick shot. Now, here's the good news for Eagan. We got guys that can shoot threes.
And you also have 5 seconds because you can.
5 seconds is a lot of time, though. 4 seconds is still a lot of time. Anything under 4 going the distance makes it a little bit more stressful, but 5 is a lot.
So let's talk strategy. If you're Prior Lake, are you going to pressure the ball? Are you going to be aggressive, risk getting a foul? You get a foul, you're going to go to the free throw line and you're going to get 2 shots, but maybe that's okay because you're got a 3-point lead, right? Do you want to give them a 2-pointer and avoid the tie with a 3?
That's the big debate all of the time, right? Do they inbounds the play and then foul them so they don't have a chance to hit the 3? The answer to that question, I think, is do the coach practice that? If they practice it, I think we'll see them do that. If they don't practice it, I think they'll just play their defense. But that was always my take. We never really practiced that, so I always would get nervous. Here's Jack Hansen, and here's Busley.
4,
We got 3 seconds.
2, 1.
Up, and it's good to go, and it's rimmed short. Pretty good defense. Prior Lake got that 1-2-2, took the ball away from the middle, and Busley just couldn't add it. So Prior Lake led the game for about 15 seconds. It's like that. Eagan had the lead the whole way, had an 11-point lead. Had a string of turnovers there in the second half. And then down the stretch, you know, Prior Lake made the plays. And disappointing loss for Eagan to say the least. And that'll put Eagan nothing really in jeopardy as far as the section standings. I think they're in fine shape. But that'll put Eagan at 14-10. And that'll be 8-8 in the conference. Prior Lake will go to 8-8 in the conference, and it'll get them a record of 12-12. And so we're kind of sitting at the similar spot. We beat Prior Lake on the road. Prior Lake beats Eagan on the road, and here we are. We got a game next Tuesday on the road. We got a game next Friday on the road. So we won't call another game until our first playoff game, Dan. But this is Pat Dorsey. Thank you, Dan. Thank you for all our sponsors. Thank you to ETV. Thank you for Prior Lake having a nice, entertaining ball game. This is Pat Dorsey, 61-64 loss tonight versus Prior Lake.